Hello everybody. All of you are welcome in English class. Today we are going to discuss about a different type of a poem, very short poem, that is haiku. Okay, we are going to study three different types of haiku. Structurally similar, however, they are quite different. Let's go. Three haikus. Little bit introduction to the poet. Name Masu Chimon and Munefusha Basho, Japanese name. Okay, he was popular poet of Japan and was born in 1644 and died in 1694. He's a popular Japanese poet. Its important works: Kaiwai Ido Shangjin Fuyo no Hi is the famous poet of Edo period in Japan. He is known as the greatest haiku poet. Actually, haikus were originated in Japan. Let's talk about haiku. About haiku. Haiku is an unrhymed verse. It started from Japan originally. It has 3 lines containing usually 5, 7 and 5 syllables respectively. First line 5 syllables, second 7 syllables and 5 again last syllables. It is in the, of course, regarding form, it is very short. It is a powerful, popular form of poetry. These two haikus are from Masu Basho and 200 selected, taken from the 200 selected haiku. Third was taken from Alan Watts' translation. All the haikus, important thing you remember, all the haikus, whatever, all the haikus focus on aspect of season or nature and create a juxtaposition of two unexpected similar objects. That is the most important thing what we have to understand regarding the case of haiku. Okay, all the haikus focus on the aspect of season or the nature, one thing, and create a juxtaposition of two unexpected similar objects. Okay, now let's see some of the haikus. Three haikus are here. A poor peasant boy husking rice. He pauses now to gaze the moon. Now interpret. What is? One is earthly, a poor peasant boy is walking, his usual walk husking rice, and what happened? He stopped and he gazed to the moon. You can interpret differently. One earthly simple boy of the peasant boy, he has high ambition to see the moons and to bright shine, okay, in the sky, twinkle in the sky, you give bright rays as to make the dark night bright. That is his ambition. We can interpret like that. Another, let's see. As cloud drift apart, as cloud drift apart, a wild goose now separates. A wild goose now separates from his only friend. Now let's see. One part, the cloud in the sky. Another is the separation of the cloud in the sky and the separation of goose on earth. What does it mean? Either the thing in the sky or on earth, one day we have to separate. We cannot live together forever. Separation is inevitable. We have to console ourselves regarding the separation. We can interpret this poem like that. And another, let's see, the old pond. The old pond. Let's see, old pond. A frog jumps in, plop. The sound of the jumping in the water, into the water, right? The old pond. Okay, that is natural thing. And a frog jump in, okay, the creature, water and aquatic creature, the game of the nature, the beautiful game of the nature is reflected here. All right, that can have many interpretation, but anyway, two sort of the things are two objects or the two situation are juxtaposed together to give one of the powerful meaning. Okay, that is the main essence of the haiku. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your listening and watching. Thank you.